update from the immigration portfolio. Patson, do you have any? Because we know that is a burning issue.
Yes.
We don't do our consultations without touching on that one.
Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Just a small briefing. Please don't hammer those people. They are just a platform for your communication and your organizations. Right? Likewise, I am a member of the Zimbabwe Association, and Thomas and others who are in this room today, they are members of the Zimbabwe Association, well informed about the Zimbabwe Diaspora Focus Group and all these things. But what I'm talking about now is about the immigration portfolio that the Zimbabwe Association represents. Right? We would like to first thank you for the last year that the Zimbabwe Diaspora Focus Group has been facilitating some meetings with the Home Office every time. It was supposed to be quarterly, but we could have some other meetings. Even before the quarterly meetings comes in, we could have some meetings with the Dominic Hardy and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, the DFID, and all these things. So the immigration portfolio was always available for Zimbabwe and for the Zimbabweans. And we were invited by the Home Office during the whole year to submit evidence that we think is concrete about the violence that is taking place in Zimbabwe. And we introduced to the COIS, the Country of Information Services, people again through the Zimbabwe Diaspora Focus Group, so that because we knew that the Home Office had its own groups that were talking to the people down in Zimbabwe, organizations and all these things, and all these things have been happening. Again, the immigration portfolio have been representing Zimbabwe on the cases of EM Zimbabwe and all these things. And unfortunate that we had lost our case, which is the EM Zimbabwe, and now through the evidence that we had asked the Zimbabweans to supply, we have managed to launch an appeal, and the appeal was allowed. So the court date has not been set up, might be coming up in 3 to 4 months, or any other time it might be coming up, but we're looking into 3 to 4 months for it to come. And possibly what it means, it might be an identification of a new risk group or nullification of another groups, because what it means with the EM Zimbabwe is, because you're coming from Matabele North, Matabele South, you are free to go back to Zimbabwe. Because you're coming from Harare, you are free to go back to Zimbabwe. And the risk is always set by the HS case. So with the EM Zimbabwe case coming up, so we've got to keep our fingers crossed. Those who pray, Wadzimu, Mwari, and all these other things, you need to pray so that when the court case comes, we have got a better answer. But it's only that the evidence that you brought forward was good, and the judges were pleased with what the lawyers had brought into the court on the 20th of December. So for us, we have a little bit of joy. And on the issue of detention, throughout the holidays, there wasn't so much detention, arrest and detention of people, because you have been good citizens. Unlike these previous years before the credit crunch, you were driving, women beating men, and men beating women. So it was all about people being arrested for all these things. And we have been very good citizens. I know those other cases that have been caught at work, I don't condemn them for working. I don't condemn anyone caught working, but for fighting, honestly, it's another thing. We had some deportations, managed to stop one deportation, some of voluntary returns and deportations, they amounted up to 18, and it's quite a very big number with the Home Office in terms of statistics. While we are saying we've got all these other people, nearly 500,000 people, but 8 people to the Home Office is quite a very big number. But we still need the evidence of those people who are going back to Zimbabwe, right, to say how is the situation on the ground. And I don't need the evidence from him. I'm sorry, his evidence is not credible, right? Because he was once demonstrating the visual, and now he's going back to Zimbabwe. So we don't need his evidence. He's not a credible witness, right? For those who know people who have been returned back to Zimbabwe, please give us evidence. How did they arrive? Because the risk is always on the airport, and secondly, when you are in town, and thirdly, around your stay in the country. So if we have got 3 people, one person saying he was beaten at the airport, like what happened previously with Geraldine Ketua case, it was like he was beaten at the airport and managed to stop all the deportations because one person was beaten at the airport, jumped through the window, and went to South Africa. So it's very important that we bring that evidence to our solicitors, to the organizations, so that it can work. And again, there are some things that are taking place. Those people who do not have fresh asylum applications, please tell them to make fresh asylum applications. There are some other good parts of the RT, other good parts of the EMO about the children and all these things, but we don't know our fate in the next 3 months. So this is the right time for us to look into our cases and start dealing with this. I think he is better placed to talk about it. And this is, you don't know each other, but let me introduce you. When we went to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office meeting, there was a meeting thing that was said, Chinyoka and Mr. What's his name? No, that's him. Mr. Samkange should come into the meetings. Sorry, in your absence, that was discussed in your absence, that we need 2 Zimbabwean solicitors. They came, Mr. Chinyoka and Mr. Samkange. Your name was mentioned in the Foreign Commonwealth Office that we might need his expertise in all these things. And this is what is the situation on the ground. And I think you know better than me. I cannot explain much better, but I'm talking about the evidence that you brought forward that was used to take the case further.
With regards to people that have stayed in the country for more than 10 years, are they eligible to apply for anything?
I think there's one thing that some candidates here. We need to make it clear. He is not giving legal advice.
No, just
right. So when questions like that come, my fear is always we don't want to compromise the legality of. We can discuss issues around that, but he cannot give legal advice, because once you do that, it becomes problematic. Because most of the work will be, you've got an issue, there are issues that can be explained around for 10 years.
Yes.
Can you pass the question to him if he's not going to charge us?
Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Samkange is going to talk to you.
Mr. Samkange had offered
to
give
talk
some
to
of this advice individually so that we will progress. Otherwise.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah?
I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to say something before I close this meeting?